And welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to be making some shakshuka. I'm going to make up this recipe. I've never tried it before. I'm just gonna wing it and see how it goes. If it's nice, I'll put the recipe down below. I'll just put the recipe down below anyway, so you guys can change it up if you like. But here we go, let's make it. I've prepared some of my ingredients right here, which is coriander, tomatoes, some peppers, onion and garlic, and obviously I'm going to add some spices to this as well, and also an egg, but that's going to be after. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up my onion. Of course, I'm going to be using none other than my mini ninja. This thing is so amazing. Yesterday I was cooking Brazilian chicken and I needed some chilies, and I put 2 chilies in here and it blended them, like I chopped them for about half an hour. I literally use this for everything I cook. If you've watched my recipe videos before, then you will see that I use this a lot. The link to this is an affiliate link, so a tiny bit of the money if you buy it goes to me if you use my link, which would be highly appreciated. Thank you guys. But I cannot recommend this enough. If you guys watch my videos, you know how much I love this thing. Anyway, let's get into the food. The first thing I'm about to do is cut an onion in half, and I'm going to save the rest of it for later for dinner, so it's not going to get wasted, don't worry. And I'm going to put it straight into my ninja, put the lid back on and blend. Perfect. This is how perfectly it chopped my onions. Perfect for shakshuka because I want it to cook fast because I am hungry. Anyway, putting the heat on. I'm going to use the smallest heat here because I want to chop my veg as my onions are cooking. So I'm going to put that on the highest of the low heat. And I'm going to put some olive oil into my pan, probably about a tablespoon or so. Yeah, about a tablespoon. And then I'm going to use a wooden spoon and I'm just going to put my onions into the oil. So now that my onions are cooking, I'm going to start on the rest of my ingredients, which is 2 tomatoes. These ones are going a bit funny, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to cut around the funny bits. No wastage in this household. I don't like wasting things, so even if they're going off, I will try to use them. These are going straight into my blender, and I'm going to pulse this until the tomatoes are quite fine. And don't forget to stir your onions, because you don't want burnt onions. This is how the tomatoes look. They are perfect. They will cook down really fast because they're quite small, and you still have some chunky bits in there, which is always nice. And now moving on to my peppers, I'm going to cut these quite small because they do take longer to cook and I don't want them to be too crunchy. So I'm going to just cut off the gross edges, and then I'm going to cut the peppers into not too small pieces, but small enough pieces. Okay, so my onions are looking like this. They look a tiny bit browned on some of the onions, which is perfect. You know that they're soft and cooked. At this point, I'm going to add my peppers, just because I like them to be quite soft. If you don't like them to be that soft, then you can add them later on when you add your tomatoes. But I want to cook them a little bit before I add the tomatoes. So that's just going to cook for a few minutes before I add my spices and my garlic. For my garlic, I'm just going to use one of these big cloves of garlic. You can use 2 small ones, 3 small ones, depending on how garlicky you like it. But I feel like this one is absolutely massive. But I'm not going to add any more garlic than this because I'm only making it for myself. Okay, so now that that has cooked for about 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to add my spices to this. And my spices are half a teaspoon of cumin, a quarter of a teaspoon of coriander powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. You can always add more, but you can't take salt away, so only add a bit to start with. Half a teaspoon of paprika and half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. And then give that a good stir. And now it's time to add your tomatoes, so I'm going to just pour all of those into here. I like it to be a little bit more red, so I'm going to add some tomato puree, about a teaspoon, and just stir that in really well. I'm going to add a little bit of water just so that it can simmer down a bit. This is about 100 ml of water. And then I'm going to bring that to a boil and let it simmer until it cooks all the way down and it's really nice and thick. At this point as well, you can taste it for salt. Mine needs a bit more salt, so I'm just going to add a bit more salt. And at this point as well, you can add some pepper to it too. Okay, so the texture of this is perfect. You can move it around and you've got gaps in it. That is what I look for, basically, not water in the gaps, if you know what I mean. Let me zoom you in and I'll show you how I break my egg into here. So I like to turn the heat down about there, not too high, not too low. I'm going to move all of the mixture into the middle and then make a hole in the middle for my egg to go in. So the egg is going to sit in this hole here. And I'm just going to break the egg straight into this hole, like that. And then I'm going to put a lid on top so that it cooks really nice and evenly. Topped it off with some cheese and a little bit of coriander, and I'm going to be eating it with a bit of this bread, not a whole one because they are huge. Look at the size compared to my head, oh my god. But I bought these because I'm going to be having shawarma later and these just looked perfect for it, so I'm going to be eating this. I got these from Damascene Souk on Moseley Road, opposite Lidl. If anyone is wondering, that place is my new favourite place. I love it. And I also got the marinated shawarma from there too, so that's going to be my dinner. It's huge, guys. It's like a tortilla wrap. I'm going to have about half of one of these. I'm just going to roll it up so that all the air doesn't get to it. And hopefully it will stay nice and soft. So it can stay there. And that is my breakfast, all done. I can't wait to eat it. I'm going to cut into it for you so you can see how soft and squishy the egg is. Look at that, so yummy. It is time for the taste test. I'm going to taste it without the bread. Oh my god, that's so nice. I've never made it with smoked paprika before, but it gives it an extra level of deliciousness, if that's even a word. I'm going to try it with some bread now. Oh my gosh, guys. This is so nice. You guys need to try this recipe because it's so delicious. It's got such a gorgeous smoky taste to it and it's just so tasty. If you guys try this recipe, then please let me know on Instagram and let me know what you thought of it, or even in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of it. But I'm going to enjoy this. So So I thought I would film making dinner as well because I'm about to make dinner. It is now 5:25 and I'm hungry again. The last time I ate was probably about 11 o'clock. So I'm going to be making shawarma, as I mentioned, as I was making breakfast. And I am going to be making hummus first. So guess what? Guess what I'm going to use for my hummus, guys? Yes, you guessed it. So I'm going to put that into here and it's ready to go. So let's do it. So I'm going to be using a recipe that I randomly found on Google. I will leave it linked below so you guys can use it too. So you need, let me get the chickpeas out, that might help. See if I even have chickpeas. 1 can of chickpeas, yes. So I need lemon juice, got it. Tahini, yeah? You're so funny. Tahini, we need some garlic, we need olive oil, we need cumin, salt. I've got all of that, so let's do it. The first thing that it says to do is blend the tahini and the lemon juice for 1 minute, scrape down the sides and then blend for another 30 seconds. We need 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice and 1/4 of a cup of tahini. So I'm gonna measure that out into here and blend. I shook this before, but I'm giving it a stir because it's just very chunky and thick. So I'm going to give it a good stir. Oh my gosh, why does it go so hard? I don't get it. It's like corn flour when you mix it with water. That's what it feels like. Okay, so I think I've stirred it enough now, so I'm just going to measure it out using this. But I think I'm going to do the lemon juice first, actually. Let's do that first. I know lemons are going to be more annoying to squeeze out than putting tahini in. So let's just measure that out into here. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of lemon juice. Apparently this is the best hummus ever, so you know, I'm hoping it will be nice. I'm not doing a full 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice because that wasn't enough in the lemons and I cannot bother to open a new lemon. So I'm just going to do just less than it. It's not that much less, like it's literally like almost full, so it's not too bad. Excuse the screaming in the background, the kids are playing, they like to scream. You want to help mummy? Come here. Hey, jabba jabba. So this is a regular occurrence where Issa wants to come and help. Wait. So he's going to be helping me because Elisa and him are not playing very nicely together. So Issa's going to help me. Issa, pour this into there. Ready? Wow, done, baby. No, that's fine. So I just used a little mini tea sieve. Yay! And I put the lemon juice through that because of all the pips. So that's going to stay to the side. And then we're going to measure out some tahini. Are you having a banana?
A banana.
You want a banana? He hasn't had much fruit today, so it's okay. Anyway, 1/4 of a cup of tahini, which is going to be measured in here.
Nana.
Is that nice, Nana? Is that yummy? Say hello.
Bye.
Not bye, hello. So the tahini is going straight into here too. Do you want to put it in there? Good boy. Tap, 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 tap. You want to get down?
Me?
You want to get down? Good boy. Love you. Okay, so he's gone again. So I'm going to blend this until it's fluffy or something. I'm going to read it again actually. But let's start blending because I need to blend it for 1 minute. I'll read it at the same time. This is what it looks like. Apparently it's whipping it, I don't know. The kids' food is ready. They're having frozen food because they do not like the food that I eat. I'm going to scrape it down with a spatula just so that everything gets incorporated. It looks very thick. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that, but we will see. Might be because of the fact that I didn't add enough lemon. I don't know. Okay, I think that's enough. This is what it looks like. And now moving on to the next step, which is add the olive oil, the minced garlic, cumin and salt. And salt. I'm not going to add too much salt because then I can just add some more after if I need to. And then it says to process this again. Okay, now it's time to add the chickpeas. It says to drain them and rinse them, so I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to add half of them, blend it, and then scrape down the sides, and then add the other half and blend it again. So I'm just going to go wash these and I'll be back. Issa's back. So are the chickpeas. We're going to add half of these. And then we're going to put the lid on and we're going to blend. Issa, do you want to press the button? Press. And then we're going to take this off and we're going to move that around a little.
Yeah, I'm
Mickey.
Mickey.
He calls any kind of cooking mixy. And we're going to put the rest of the chickpeas in there. Isn't that coming out? There we go. Ooh. Say chickpeas. Mickey me. Mickey. Put that back on and press it again. I'm just moving everything around because it looks like this, and the bottom was getting done more than the top, so I thought just mix it around a bit and then it will all be okay. So it's blended until it is this thick. It took a few minutes, but it is all blended together. Now it says to add cold water, a tablespoon at a time, and blend until you get the consistency that you like. So I've added 1 tablespoon and I'm going to blend it. It's perfect. It tastes so good. Perfect amount of everything. I did add a little bit more salt. My camera cut off, but I did add more salt. Just about 1/4 teaspoon. But it's literally delicious. So I'm going to put this into a container and it's ready to eat, and then I'm going to carry on with the rest of the food. I just added a little bit of paprika to this just to give it that cute look, but you don't have to. It said you can add sumac, but I don't have any of that, so I added paprika. It said you can. So this is what it looks like. I can't wait to eat it with my shawarma. Okay, this is the pan that I'm going to use. I'm going to put it on a high heat. I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan just to coat the bottom a little bit. This is the chicken shawarma that I got from Damascene Souk, and I cannot wait to try it. It smells so nice. So I'm going to put this into the pan and just let it fry. I also have an onion which I'm going to put in first. Okay, now that they've been cooking for a few seconds, I'm going to add in my shawarma, and I'm just going to put it straight into the pan like that. Try and separate the pieces a little bit. It's chicken thigh, so I don't know how it's going to be. I don't normally have chicken thigh because it just annoys me with all the bits on it, but this looks like it's actually been cut really nicely. It's also got some onions and peppers in there too, which is lovely. And there we go. Now I'm just going to leave that to cook, keep turning it every now and then I will show you how I'm going to assemble them. I'm just going to cut up some peppers, some carrots and cucumbers to put inside because that's all I've got really. So I'm going to do that now while this cooks. So I have my bread warmed up, 30 seconds in the microwave. Now I'm going to compile my wrap. So I'm going to use a tablespoon of hummus. I'm going to put it right in the middle. Let me show you. It might help if I actually showed you what I was doing. I'm going to spread it slightly so that it's all along where I'm going to roll it. That is the wrap all done. I'm gonna taste it now and tell you what I think of it. That is so nice. The hummus, the chicken, everything tastes so good. The spices on the shawarma chicken is just really nice and tasty. So I'm gonna go and enjoy this. This is my dinner. So basically you've seen what I eat in a day, because in between eating my shakshuka and this, I basically just had the cardamom coffee in the morning, and then I've just been like snacking on a few of the kids' snacks. Not a lot at all. Just trying to think if I've eaten anything else, but I don't think I have. I didn't go anywhere today. So yeah, that's what I've basically eaten in a day. So there you go, you got a bonus video, what I eat in a day. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave all of the recipes, everything that I used today, in the description if you want to go check it out. I will also leave a link to my Ninja blender if you want to buy that. So good, you saw me today use it for everything. But that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum, bye. Oh, I should also let you know that I'm going to eat all of these veggies as well, because that is what I do. I eat a lot of veg. Mm-hmm.